2018 Rockets. 27 missed threes Houston bricked their way out of a championship. Literally, the 2018 Rockets won 65 games. James Harden was MVP. Chris Paul was healthy until he wasn't. Up 3-2 on the Warriors, Paul's hamstring gave out. Game 7 at home, Warriors vulnerable. Then came the collapse. Houston missed 27 straight three-pointers. The worst shooting drought in NBA playoff history. Ariza went 0 for 9. Harden couldn't save them. They lost by 9. A single made three could have changed everything. Instead, Houston died by the math they trusted. One of the best teams never got another shot. That was their title. And they left it on the rim. 1990 Blazers. The dynasty that never was. Portland had the pieces, but Clyde's window closed before it ever opened. The Blazers had everything. Clyde Drexler was a superstar. Terry Porter was elite. Kevin Duckworth, Jerome Kersey, Cliff Robinson. Deep, balanced, athletic. They reached the finals in 1990, lost to the Pistons. 2 years later, made it again, and lost to Jordan. That team had 3 trips to the Western Conference Finals in 4 years. No rings, no parades, just missed windows. The front office never made the right tweaks. Injuries added up. And by 1995, Drexler was traded to Houston, where he finally won. Portland had a dynasty in their hands and let it slip. Some teams lose games, others lose their soul. This next one lost both. 2007 Bobcats, the team that didn't exist. The Bobcats played 82 games, but no one remembers a single one. The 2007 Charlotte Bobcats weren't just bad, they were invisible. Gerald Wallace was their best player, averaging 18 points. Emeka Okafor grabbed boards, but the rest? Anonymous. They had no star, no identity, no fans, just losses. 33 wins, no direction. Ownership had no plan. The arena stayed quiet. National TV didn't bother. Even the city seemed unsure they had a team. In a league driven by stars and stories, the Bobcats had neither. They weren't hated. They weren't loved. They were forgotten. And in the NBA, that's the worst fate of all. 1977 Suns. Point-shaving rumors. The Suns won games, but the league smelled something else in the air. In 1977, the Phoenix Suns were coming off a finals run. But behind the scenes, trust was breaking. Referee suspicions plagued the NBA. Gambling ties, strange calls, league-wide anxiety. Phoenix found itself in the middle. Key players were questioned. Rumors swirled about point shaving and game manipulation. Nothing was proven. No one was charged. But the damage stuck. Fans whispered. Media speculated. The Suns' momentum disappeared. A promising era dimmed under suspicion. Decades later, the 2002 scandal reignited old doubts, and the 77 Suns still sit in the shadows of a scandal no one could prove, but no one forgot. 1983, Clippers, San Diego, ghost franchise. The San Diego Clippers weren't bad. They were barely even real. The Clippers weren't always in LA. In the early 80s, they lived in San Diego. Barely. Games were empty. Marketing was non-existent. Owner Donald Sterling already had one eye on Los Angeles. The team moved like it had no future, because it didn't. Constant losing. Lawsuits with the city. NBA threats over relocation. No vision, no respect. They weren't tanking. They were wandering. Even players didn't know where they stood. In 1984, they were moved without league approval. It led to one of the biggest ownership scandals in NBA history. But before all that, they were just a ghost team no one wanted to watch. 2001 Bucks, the conference finals mistake. They had the talent, but the whistle sent them home. Ray Allen, Sam Cassell, Glenn Robinson. The 2001 Bucks had scoring, rhythm, and the league's best offense. In the conference finals, they went toe-to-toe with Iverson's Sixers. Then the whistles started. Game 5 and Game 7 saw a free throw gap so wide, fans started asking questions. Philly shot 33 more free throws in Game 7 alone. Bucks players called it rigged. The media hinted at a league agenda. The NBA needed Iverson in the finals. Milwaukee got buried instead. That team was never the same. Trades came fast. The momentum was gone. One series ended an era and left a scar fans still talk about. 2019 Raptors. The rent-a-ring Kawhi won the title, then packed his bags and vanished. The Raptors made the boldest trade in franchise history. DeMar DeRozan out. Kawhi Leonard in. No loyalty. Just business. And it worked. Kawhi hit the shot over Embiid. Dominated Giannis. Beat a crippled Warriors team. Toronto got its first championship. Then Kawhi left. No farewell. No run it back. He bolted to the Clippers. The team hasn't sniffed the finals since. DeRozan never forgot. Raptors fans celebrated, but it felt transactional. 1 year miracle. 1 year ghost. The city got a banner, but not a legend. No statue. No storybook arc. Just one unforgettable run and a superstar who never unpacked. You've heard the myths. Now here's the part they don't want you to remember. 2013 Nuggets, the coach of the year. Firing George Karl won 57 games and got fired anyway. The 2013 Nuggets were fast, deep, and dangerous. They won 57 games. George Karl won coach of the year. Then came the playoff loss to Golden State, and Denver panicked. They fired Karl, let Andre Iguodala walk. The front office collapsed. What followed was a 36-win season, then 30, then 33. No rebuild, no playoff wins. Just wasted momentum. Karl was shocked. The league was too. It was the rare case where a franchise killed itself trying to get better. The Nuggets had identity, energy, and talent. Then they chose ego and vanished from relevance for nearly a decade. 2021, Jazz, regular season kings, playoff jesters' best record in the league. Then they lost to a team without its superstar. The 2021 Utah Jazz went 52-20, first in the league. Rudy Gobert was Defensive Player of the Year. Donovan Mitchell was electric. Everything was working. Until the Clippers showed up. Kawhi Leonard got hurt in Game 4. No problem, right? Wrong. The Jazz collapsed. Reggie Jackson cooked them. Terrence Mann dropped 39 in Game 6. Gobert got exposed on every switch. Utah blew a 25-point lead. The series was over. So was the era. Mitchell wanted out. Gobert got traded. A franchise built on patience folded in 1 week. They weren't frauds. They were just never built for May. 1992, Warriors, run. TMC broken by management. They broke up one of the most exciting trios in NBA history for nothing. Run TMC was fast, flashy, and fearless. Tim Hardaway, Mitch Richmond, Chris Mullin. They scored 72 points per game together. They didn't play defense, but fans didn't care. Then management blew it up. They traded Richmond for Billy Owens. Said they needed size. Owens never made an all-star team. Richmond became one of the league's best scorers in Sacramento. The magic was gone. The arena felt different. Hardaway and Mullin hung on, but it wasn't the same. The Warriors didn't make the playoffs the next year. Run TMC lasted 2 seasons. Not because it failed, because someone got scared of joy. 2002 Nets, finals with no shot. They made the finals twice and got embarrassed both times. Jason Kidd transformed the New Jersey Nets overnight. They went from 26 wins to 52. He ran the break like magic. Kenyon Martin dunked everything. Richard Jefferson rose fast. They cruised to the finals. Then the Lakers swept them. Year 2, they ran it back. Lost to the Spurs in 6. It wasn't close. The Nets were athletic and exciting, but they didn't belong with dynasties. Kidd never won a title there. Kmart faded. The franchise collapsed after one more run. 2 finals. 0 wins. They never stood a chance. It wasn't a Cinderella story. It was a team that peaked too early. 2010 Hawks. 4 straight blowouts. They reached round 2 and got humiliated every single night. The 2010 Atlanta Hawks were solid. Joe Johnson, Josh Smith, Al Horford. They won 53 games and made the second round. Then came the Orlando Magic, and it was a bloodbath. The Hawks didn't just lose, they were erased. Game 1, lost by 43. Game 2, by 14. Game 3, by 30. Game 4, by 14 again. 4 games, 4 blowouts. Dwight Howard dominated. The Hawks looked like a G League team. Johnson told fans to stop watching. The series ended with boos. That core would never recover. Atlanta kept trying with the same pieces, but after that sweep, no one took them seriously again. This wasn't a mistake. It was a cover-up, and the league let it happen.